We've got section 4 of unit 5, multiplying polynomials by distributing, also referred to as FOIL. FOIL is basically a repeated distribution. So distribute, multiply each term by the first set of parentheses, and then with the second set. So looking at what we do right here, I'm going to take this first one and I'm going to multiply it times each one of these. So I'm going to do 2x times x, which gives me 2x squared. 2x times my negative 5, which gives me a negative 10x. I'm now going to take and do the same thing with my 3. 3 times the first one and 3 times the second one. So 3 times x gives me 3x. 3 times a negative 5 is a negative 15. I now have some like terms here in the middle that I need to combine. The first one stays the same, 2x squared. Negative 10x and a positive 3x gives me a negative 7x, or a minus 7x. And then my minus 15 is chilling at the end. And we're done. Right. Looking here at example 2. In example 2, we're going to be going through and multiplying the 3x times each of. So here, 3x times x gives me 3x squared. 3x times the 4 gives me 12x. Next, I take my second term here. This is a negative 5 that I'm distributing to each of these. So negative 5 times x is a negative 5x. Negative 5 times a positive 4 is a negative 20. I now combine my like terms here in the middle. So the first one's not changing, 3x squared. I now have plus 7x, because 12 and a negative 5 makes 7. And then the minus 20 chilling at the end. And there's our final answer for this problem. Example 3. Example 3, I'm going to multiply x times x. So here I'm going to multiply x times x. X times x gives me x squared. X times a negative 4 is a negative 4x. Multiply the second one, so positive 2 times each of these. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times the negative 4 is a negative 8, or a minus 8 here at the end. Go and combine any like terms that we have. So I have x squared minus 2x minus 8. And that one is done. For example 4, still the same process. Process has not changed. The first one gets distributed into each of these, into the second parentheses. So x times 4x gives me 4x squared. X times a negative 9 is a negative 9x. The second term gets distributed in here. Remember, this minus sign is attached to the 6. Negative 6 times positive 4x gives me a negative 24x. Negative 6 times a negative 9 gives me a positive 54. Collect my like terms. So I now have 4x squared minus 33x plus 54. Example 5. Example 5, we're still doing the same process. Our process does not change no matter what the problems are. We're going to be doing a repeated distribution. So multiplying my 9x times each one of these terms. So I now have 9x times x is 9x squared. 9x times 5 gives me 45x. Move to my second term, so I'm going to do 2 times each of these. So 2 times x is 2x, so plus 2x. 2 times 5 is a positive 10. Combine my like terms. So I have 9x squared plus 47x plus 10. And now we have done multiplication with repeated distribution. You'll also see this referred to as FOIL. If you see FOIL, that's all they really want you to do. A repeated distribution where you're multiplying the first term times the first term, the first term times the last term, the second term times the first term, and the last times the last.